Well, that was our appetizer. This is the main course. The Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironwoman final is up right now. All the big names are there, and a couple of girls we're seeing for the first time this summer. Some very famous names in surf lifesaving, the likes of Crystal Smith, young gun Lizzie Wellborn as well, she's in it, and all the leaders of the overall point score of the Summer of Surf are here. So the girls are off the same order, the same course, a few different names, but the same great action right here, right now. Jack, who do you like?
Well, Josh, you know your usual suspects are going to be thereabouts. Harriet Brown, Rebecca Creedy, Emma Dick is racing extremely well on her return to the sport, but I'm going to go with Naomi Scott. She's been there in every race. She had to work hard then to get herself through or up the front of that repechage, but she has been so close in the two finals so far, and she's starved for a win, but I think she'll get one here today.
She was forced to do the extra round. We'll see if that causes a problem here. As we look at Rebecca Creedy, she was our round one winner. The girl you've backed there, Naomi Scott, the girls are on and away, and let's see if there's as much drama in the final as there was in the repechage. That opening ski leg really shook things up. It's Crystal Smith. It's good to see her in the Summer of Surf for the first time this year. Former World Ironwoman champion, former Australian Ironwoman champion, and loves the big stuff, loves the surf here, so she'll revel in these conditions. The girls are having too many problems at the moment, and the field's really spread out. Very, very even start.
Well, Josh, you want to get off that beach quick, work through that smaller break, and the girls have made their way out the back with no trouble at all, and it's Rebecca Creedy, Devon Halligan, and I think Naomi Scott on the right-hand side of screen who are making the best of it at this stage.
It couldn't be more chalk and cheese from the repechage. They had drama aplenty in that. This one, no dramas at all. Amy Northern in the centre is doing very well. Her Currumbin teammate there for the first time this year, Tara Coleman, trying hard to stay in touch, but the centre, white ski, pink nose, Amy Northern. Looks like Courtney Hancock's there. That's her orange ski. Oh, and plenty of drama. If the girls are on the front, they're trying to slow her down. They're sticking the noses in there where the paddles are, and it looks like Rebecca Creedy's taken advantage of that. She's gone up the inside, around the middle, and she's gone to the lead as we get to the first obstacle, the huge Aussie bodies turning can. It's caused plenty of drama. Oh, Creedy drama there. So the girls are up in each other's business at the moment, knocking each other. Lizzie Wellborn, Tara Coleman going paddle for paddle. It's really, really tough racing.
Well, we saw the girls that made their way up the inside got a clean run. Rebecca Creedy around the first turning can. She got her run up beside Amy Northern, and then Harriet Brown got her run around the apex when Rebecca Creedy and Amy Northern were fighting it out.
Well, the girls have got to know if their paddles are hitting other skis, if they're hitting other people, they're not in the water and the skis aren't moving forward. And have a look who it is on the front. Harriet Brown, Rebecca Creedy, Amy Northern, three of our stars so far, but the rest of the field's on a wave out the back. It's jag time. They're definitely going to get down this one, but will they hold it? This is where things are going to start to get interesting. Creedy grits the teeth, tries to go. No dramas at all for these girls. Not as big as we thought it was going to be. They put the power down. Oh no, Tara Coleman's off. I've put the mocker on her there. She had to throw the leg over and go round. And Rebecca Creedy, while all that action was happening out the back, she's found a runner, found a gap, and she's got the lead.
Well, Josh, it doesn't have to be too big for these girls to have trouble with these skis. They are very big, they are difficult to handle, and from time to time, these little mistakes start to creep in.
No mistakes from Naomi Scott there. She's doing very, very good job. Very inexperienced on the ski. Ali Britton runs into second place, finished second in the Coolangatta Gold behind Courtney Hancock, who's there, Lana Rogers as well. A couple of the names we're not used to. Brielle Cooper's really stood up, and North Burleigh is having a great year. Lizzie Wellborn, Emma Dick, Northern, after leading early on the ski, is back in about 10th or 12th place with plenty of work to do. So not the transition you'd want from Northern. One girl who had an absolute flyer, Lizzie Wellborn, her first time in the Summer of Surf for this season, but a name we're very used to.
Well, Josh, look for her to be a mover and shaker in this board leg. I'm tipping that she may go close to paddling down Rebecca Creedy, who's about 15 metres in front at this stage, but we know Lizzie Wellborn is one of the strongest, if not the strongest board paddler in the country. She's still only an under 19 woman, so she's still a junior athlete, but she is phenomenal when it comes to the board leg.
Well, the last 12 months have proved everything. Being a junior is not important at all. You can be 15, 16, 17 and compete with these opens. Oh, as the backwash makes things difficult, Harriet Brown goes flying flying off in the back, as does a couple beside her. Rebecca Creedy had a little bit of trouble, and she's going to have to get up and over this one as the rest of the field, they'll end up underneath it. A few roll. Kirsty Higginson, she's had to roll as Tara Coleman's board in the background. So the new look cap for Higginson was Noosa last year, in Surfers Paradise this year. She's ended up underneath a few at Fingal Bay, and another couple for Tara Coleman. Courtney Hancock's been blown right out the back of this, and that's not where you want to be. Two waves has shaken this race up like you can't imagine.
Well, Josh, Kirsty Higginson rolled that wave. She then stood up in chest deep water, so that goes to show how shallow this water is when it hits the bank, and that's why these waves are standing up.
Well, have a look at the girls at the back here. They end up underneath it. Hancock rolls, Coleman rolls, so does Dick. Higginson trying to get back on the board. Have a look at her in the background. Amy Northern punches through. Higginson's gone, and Northern made the right choice there, and it's all about split-second decisions when the surf's on. On the way home in this second of three legs, and it is Rebecca Creedy still, but your call, Jack. You've been on song so far. Lizzie Wellborn's paddled through the field and into second place and almost onto the tail of Rebecca Creedy. Forget the tail, she's going to try and go past her as she just falls off the back of a runner that Creedy gets, and the sport can be so cruel at times. Half a board length can be the difference between a massive ride home and having to go hard all the way.
Well, Wellborn did all the work to get herself up on the tail of Creedy. They're back up into this race, and then, as you said, Josh, half a board length can be that heartbreaking little inch that you don't get down, and now the gap opens.
But she is rewarded here. Naomi Scott, a young gun. Lizzie Wellborn, a young gun, chasing the second oldest woman in the field, Rebecca Creedy. She's up and around. In past years, you would expect her to win this by a country mile, heading into the final swim leg with a lead this big, but with the likes of Naomi Scott chasing her, with the likes of a couple of these other girls as well, really going hard, I don't know if it's as certain as we think. Lizzie Wellborn runs hard there. Have a look at Crystal Smith. Talk about the young guns and the more experienced competitors. The two youngest in the field going head-to-head with the two oldest in the field. They're inside our top four.
Well, Josh, if it was round 1 or 2 in the flat water at Alexandra Headland or Newport, you'd back Lizzie Wellborn, you'd back Naomi Scott over Crystal Smith. But with these waves, it comes back to skills. It comes back to knowing the ocean and being able to read it. And Crystal Smith has every chance to pick off Rebecca Creedy here with her ability to read the ocean.
Oh, we love it when there's surf, and she loves it when there's surf. The rest of the field trying hard. They'll be praying for a wave. Alex Nolan, a great swimmer, but she's got plenty of work to do. And have a look at Lizzie Wellborn in second, gets those legs up and going. But Rebecca Creedy is almost in green water there. She knows she's being hunted. She knows she's being chased. The young kids are coming, Rebecca. She's got to get going in this swim.
Well, Josh, it's extremely shallow on the bank, and those young girls have worked very, very hard with their young legs to keep them up. They've done lots of work to build the strength, and Rebecca Creedy is working to stay out the front, but she is the rabbit, and look at the greyhounds chasing.
Oh, they are, and it's gone backwards. The gap's closed ever so slightly. She just caught one on the head there. Fingal Bay is turning into Fickle Bay for a couple of our leaders at the moment. They've just copped a wave or two, and maybe Creedy's gone a little bit too far to the left hand, now the right hand side of the screen. A couple of the girls maybe have picked a better line, so those extra 5-10 metres she has to swim may come back to haunt her. And we expected Naomi Scott to jump on the front here and drag Lizzie Wellborn around. Don't worry about that. Wellborn said, I can do it all on my own, and she's gone after Rebecca Creedy.
Well, Lizzie Wellborn earned herself a spot on the front wave in the board with Rebecca Creedy. She didn't get the luck to be there, and she's not leaving it down to luck now. The work across the bank from Lizzie Wellborn to start to peg back Rebecca Creedy was nothing short of amazing, and now she's gone to work in the swim to put herself in this race.
We've given Wellborn a massive rap, but what about Creedy? She's holding on here. She had a huge win in the opening round. She's got a third in the Coolangatta Gold so far this summer. She was in the sprint finish in the second round. Is there anything she can't do after what was, well, a less than up to her standard summer last year?
Well, Josh, she's obviously put a lot of work in. She's moved from the Northcliffe Club down to Kurrawa under Barry Newman, and it's obviously working for her. The results are really paying off.
Working with the likes of Matt Poole, Matt Bevilacqua, Michael Booth in there as well, and she's looking for home at the moment. She's praying for a wave. She's praying for that white water to come, and there it is. Little look under the arm there, waiting for a wave. I think she sees something. No, a little duck dive and goes again, so maybe some indecision there from Creedy as she tries to push down it, and that's standing up is the reason she missed that wave. So you make a decision to stand up and wait around, and that's going to happen to you. You pay the consequences, and out the back, there's a few swells starting to come through for Wellborn if she wants it. She stands up and waits as well as the couple of the back markers try to get down it. They won't. Wellborn will, and we've got a race in two, Jack.
Well, Josh, there's the reward for the wave. She didn't get in the board. Creedy is up and working on the bank. Wellborn's got the head down, and that gap has closed back to 2-3 metres. It's almost even now, Josh.
Creedy did the right thing there. She didn't wait around for Wellborn. She didn't wait around for the wave. She started duck diving, and have a look at it. This is what we wanted, a sprint up the beach here. A couple of duck dives through that gutter section. Creedy decides to swim, and have a look at the back markers appear out of nowhere on a wave. So this is not over by any means. Creedy will stand up first, get those legs, a little stumble. Wellborn, she's got the younger legs, but are they faster? Creedy up and around. She's led from almost start to almost finish, but Wellborn is refusing to give up. Here we go. It's a drag race to the finish there. Creedy, Wellborn, Creedy. Wellborn's going to get her. Wellborn stumbles. Creedy gets there. I thought Wellborn had it. She stumbled in the final metres, and Emma Dix come from nowhere. She's going to finish with bronze. A great performance from her. What about that? Creedy was gone for all money. A little stumble from Wellborn gave her just enough gap to get across the line, and the girls are shattered on the sand. Fingal Bay has cost them plenty in energy just to get to the finish line, and have a look at that. There are some very, very tight iron women there, and they've raced their hearts out. Rebecca Creedy on top from Kurrawa, got there by the slimmest of margins. Lizzie Wellborn deserved more, but a little stumble robbed her, and Emma Dick finishes with bronze. She is back, that's for sure. We head further down the page. Naomi Scott faded in the swim. Higginson, Northern, Hardstaff, and Britain had a tough day.
Yeah, it was amazing. I literally had to just go for it in that last bit of the swim, and I dolphin dived all the way across the bank, and trying to get up and run after that was really tough. So Lizzie gave me a good push and nearly got there, but you know, I guess it's that just desire to win got me through. Yeah, look, you know, those kind of conditions, when I especially got to the bank and there was no waves coming, and I hate just swimming in because I always seem to get jagged on in that swim, and that was going through my mind. I was like, no, just do it. Just commit and have a go. And, you know, you just got to have faith in, you know, your training and your ability to just keep going. And I made the choice and I just had to go with it. Yeah. Look, to be honest, I was really disappointed last week at Newport. Personally, I think I should have won that race. I did all the right things. I muffed up my board get off, and then nearly fell over 3 times running up that beach for that 6th place in the end. But I was definitely out to redeem myself, so I think I did that, and giving myself more confidence each and every time.
Yeah, that was a really intense finish. We were both going for it, just thinking of the win and everything, but Rebecca got the best of me at the end. Oh, no way. Definitely, like, going into the swim, she was so far in front, and I was like, oh, like, 2nd and 3rd still available, like, may as well give it a shot, except I was lucky enough to get a wave. I don't think she got any waves on the way in, which was really annoying for her, except I was just like, stay on this wave. And then it's a bit of a bank in there, so I was just like, come on, you can do it. Like, she's closer now, and then the run at the beach, but didn't quite get it. Yeah, when I stood up, I was like, come on, like, there's only a little bit left to go. You've done all this work, like, may as well give it your all now. So I just put in the best effort I could.
And the best effort was more than good enough for Lizzie Wellborn, but she was no match for our series leader, Rebecca Creedy. She's on top. The girls in blue have already qualified for our Summer of Surf final. The girls in white still trying to get there. A 20-man final at the end of the year at North Cronulla.